name is Sharon Smith. I'm Noah Smith's mother. He's on his way. And Melissa Jolly Graves is joining us.
Hello, everyone.
Today we'll be talking about self-love, and there will be a healing.
Yes. So Noah called me and said that the world today is feeling a little bit down, and people need reminders to love themselves, to be able to find a place that they feel safe within their own mind, body, and spirit, where they can tap into that place anywhere that they're at. And we're going to be talking about that. We'll be talking about that with Sharon. He was sharing me all of the stories about how advanced you have become and how your family has almost tried to hide themselves and not be out in the public. So this is new and this is giddy and this is exciting to him. But he was showing me the process of, look at mom and dad are really starting to fall into their place and love themselves and be a little bit more proud of themselves. And I was reading a post that I had put on Facebook 8 years ago talking about self-love also. And it was ironically right after I had called Sharon and I said, Noah wants us to do a video and podcast. And she said, what's it going to be about? I said, I don't know. Instantly, when I hung up the phone from you, a Facebook memory had posted and it was about self-love. And Noah said, there you go. So that's what we're going to be talking about, and he'll be joining us later. We will also be doing energetic healings for those listeners out there. Just want to give you a little bit more inspiration. Now know that this podcast is going to be a little bit different. Noah is not going to be showing himself on the video. He is going to be strictly working on the podcast side of it for a little bit here. And he will be giving energy to the listeners as Sharon and I talk. So it's a little bit too much for him to be in the center. He is going to be eating, grounding himself, and taking care of energy on that way. So, Sharon, self-love. It has been a hard thing for you to do, but you have definitely, even within the time that I have known you, grown so much into yourself, into your intuition, and paying attention to mind, body, spirit, and knowing, understanding, and catching the different things that are all around you. So let's talk about that for a second. And as Noah had pointed out, that you guys had just started this journey and it was almost like you were in these little shells, or, he's showing me the seedlings and still in the shell of that. And you had to break out of that shell to start to stem and go through your darkness and all of the different ways of the lands and in representation of the people, to be able to find your spot to where you're finally in a mode that you're self-loving yourself, you're confident, and now you're excited about your own growth. Tell me about that experience and how that's been for you.
I always go back to, well, I'm just the mom. Well, it's not just the mom. It was the autism mom for a while, so that was a different shell. And then now the energy healer's mom, which different shell. But lately it's been a little bit different. I always feel funny when I'm without them. But this last time, actually, it was just yesterday, had an eye doctor appointment, and I thought, I'm going all by myself. Well, they always kind of join me energetically anyway, or if they're not, it's my energy, or just the, what do you call it? The collective energy. And I talked about the kids and promoted their books. And today we went to, as a family, we were doing errands, and I had to run into a store, and they remembered me by name. I guess I should have started with this one. They remember me by name, and it's not a consignment that I go all the time, but I'll go to like their quarterly sale. but I guess I made an impact enough last time just with taking Adriana, but I'd left cards with Noah and Adriana. And I said, Noah is with me today, but he's in the car. Well, the ladies wanted to meet him. So I went out and got him, and they could feel his energy as soon as we walked in the door. And I'm like, oh, usually he's sending love. You'll feel it in the heart, and Noah give me thumbs down. It's like, oh, well, maybe not. And I'm like, this is mom guessing again, but they get it. They've already talked to me. But he did type, feel me later. I'll send the energy later. But he was happy to meet them. They were thrilled to meet him. And they said they're coming to our event in March. And I was excited about that. And again, it's not always about me, is it? I always go back to the kids no matter what I do. So
And I think
that's the
this
kind of
is
mom I am.
why Noah's not with us, because he's always trying to make his mother an independent person. And this is a huge lesson for her, this self-love, self-independence, self-time, self-nurturing, because she has been a mother that has been so integrated with her children for so long, as many of us mothers out there. I mean, it's not just you, and especially when we have ones that need us more than others. In any case, it doesn't matter what their age is. When our kids need us with their heart, it's hard to find that independence. And maybe this is huge for some of these mothers, fathers out there who are losing their identity because of the fact that they have integrated themselves so much with the other people in their life, their family members, husbands, wives, children, whatever it is, maybe mother, father, friends even, that they forget to become their self. And not only that, we tend to, hello, Noah, we tend to fall so in love with other people that their opinions start to override our opinions. And then we become infatuated with becoming somebody that we weren't meant to be. The thing about falling in love with yourself is there's a rebirth in the fact that you find your purpose. So when we don't love ourselves, we're not honoring ourselves. We're not paying attention to ourselves. We allow health to slip. We allow our spirit or mind to become complacent and not move forward. And we start to become comfortable in the uncomfortable places. Because so many times, and no offense, Sharon, I have to point you out on this, we're so involved with other people that we completely lose who we are. And so it's a struggle for us to be independent, to not have somebody by our side. Because when you don't know yourself, you have to depend on other people to breathe. And when we don't believe in ourselves, we are continuously needing affirmation from other people. When other people have negative opinions of us, when we love ourselves, we honor the fact that that is just their opinion. And we don't have to take that on. As long as you are somebody who is honoring your own heart and loving your own heart, the people around you will automatically fall in love with you. But if you're not loving yourself, if you're not caring for yourself, then we leave our partners, our families, and our friends at a huge disadvantage because of the fact that we actually don't allow them to see who we are. So therefore, they're in love with a false person, or they're in love with the reality that we have created, which could be a costume. And granted, it's not running around in a bodysuit and, acting like you're a bunny. But there are certain people who wear characters as they do costumes, and they be a different person around different people. That is a very hard life to live, because you're constantly checking yourself. Did I say the right things? Did I act the right way? Am I accepted? And you're continuously moving who you are. You're not being true to yourself. And in doing that, you lose the fun in life. You lose lessons and challenges in life. As long as you are putting love out in the world and kindness out in the world, and you're really paying attention to yourself and helping those who ask for help, not butting into their life, you're a beautiful person. Each of us have a gift, and each of us have a purpose in this life. And I'm actually going to talk about, even here, us, our little trio, but I just had this conversation with who I consider my healer. Her name's Rachel, a massage therapist out in Owatonna, does this wonderful work. She almost does yoga on your back. And I was called today to call her and do a specific healing. And I said, the guides want to gift you these lessons. So nobody's learned this yet. We're going to learn this together. And the funny thing is that she has another energetic teacher, and she was a little upset because the teacher said you can find illnesses down to a cell. And she said, I have a problem with that. And when I had called her, I said, as healers, we get down to a cellular or quantum level, but sometimes it's hard for us to get the knots and the muscles and work on the surface level. So we need our massage therapist to do that. And, she flipped something there. And oh my gosh, I am needed in that way. And I am a healer, but a different kind. Yeah. Don't try to be in somebody else's boat. If you spent all your time making yours, enjoy the ride. And I know Sharon was this way too. And this is where Noah's pointing out, is that, she keeps saying things. I'm just the mom. I'm just the mom. No, she is Sharon Smith, a very strong woman who has gone through hell and back, who has fought every single person in her life to prove that what she has felt in her heart and in her mind is real. She has cared about society and about making sure that messages, universal messages from spirits and from her sons and daughter are clear. She is somebody who leads in awareness. She does multiple things, but she will not identify as any of those things because she has been taught by somebody to not gloat about herself. And so every time she's happy about herself, every time she thinks I'm proud of myself, there's a guilt that is behind that of I don't deserve that. That's a trained habit. And Noah and I, and you, the listeners, I know, are going to break her out of this. Noah, what do you have to say to your mom? I know, look at, and for those of you who are listening, this whole time, Sharon's red in the face right now, looking back and forth at Noah, looking for an out because I'm outing her on her feelings. And she can't say anything because she knows that it's right. But there's many of us out there who are like that. And I was like that too. And I was like that too. but you are accepting your spot now. And you're
Yeah.
just fresh and new accepting your spot. So I want you, again, we're scratching what she said. Okay. Because it went back to the kids. Who is Sharon? And I want you to not be in your mind. And all of you listeners, this is what you're going to do. You're going to say, who is, and you say your name. Okay. And then I want you to rise above yourself as though you are a spirit looking down on you and who you are. And I want the spirit that is only full of love and only wants the light and the best to be the one to speak for you. And I don't want you to identify yourself as anybody else but your name or whatever name you call yourself. Maybe you have a nickname for yourself. Some people do. Stick to that. But it's not going to be, I'm Sharon's mom. I'm Betty's wife. Or I'm Betty's husband. Whatever, I'm Alicia's friend. Okay. I am Sharon Smith. And then introduce yourself in a loving, higher self way, Sharon. Okay. And all of you out there are going to do this practice on your own. So let's begin. Who is Sharon?
Well, Sharon is an only child, so she's learning the sibling aspect. It's always fun for me to hear about people and their siblings and their aunts and uncles and everything. Let's see, I was a flight attendant. That was something that was very by myself. Let's see. Can I say I'm a mom?
We're scratching all of this because she is not doing this correctly, guys.
I'm not.
And this is exactly why Noah and I have her around, because we need her because she's the one that gets you guys more than Noah and I do. And not that I don't get you and not that Noah doesn't get you, but we have trained ourselves to do the things that we're speaking of. And Sharon is just like thrown into Noah and I all the time of like, try this and show them how you do it. Okay. So is
this the story you wanted me to tell? Okay. I know where he's going. Okay. So when he walked in, he typed, "You can do this, mom." And then he's like, "Tell the story." And it's like, okay, first I thought about, well, box jumps yesterday. I'm not a jumper. And at the gym, I did an 8-inch box jump, which is baby jumps. And I was like scared. And one of my friends was looking at me like, how could you be scared? And then she came over and stared at the box and same thing I did. It's like, it is scary. But that wasn't it. My favorite part when I'm working with Noah, he'll walk away sometimes and I'll be chatting with someone and it'll be like, oh, you're just like me. And then we will talk. And it's like, I feel some things and have anxiety, can't sleep. And then it's like, oh, so that's my purpose. So I can relate to a lot of these people. Is that kind of the story? He's like, no. Yeah, that's it. Boy, mom. You. He's typing, sorry. Is that gonna be so silly? Yes.
So
he said I'm so silly. Yes.
Tonight they're on their paper. And he's typing on his Cardex paper there. So what did he have to say?
Oh, he's like, Mom, you are so silly. Yeah. Because I get excited with these people that are like me. Well, especially when it's at the energy shows, because during the pandemic, he's worked on mostly healers. So it's other people like Melissa, and they just kind of work off of each other. So when it's people that are learning like me, it's like, well, I can explain how I've learned along this way. Yeah.
Well, and you set a good example because here she goes again, guys. And this is what we do when we don't know how to self-love. We divert. Okay. And this is actually what she's doing. And for those of you listening, she is probably every second for sure. I have counted no more than 3 seconds have gone by before she's looking over at Noah, which means that she is not checking into herself. She is still in the habit of checking into somebody else. She is waiting for Noah or I or somebody else to speak, and we're not going to allow her to get away with it. And you at home, what you're going to be doing is when this practice starts, you're going to be thinking, oh gosh, I got to do laundry. I have to do this. I got to do that. I didn't let the dogs out. You're going to come up with a million excuses. Okay. Get back to the subject. Third person. We're speaking in third person. Okay. So you do not get to say I, you don't get to say whatever. You are spirit self, higher self. You are a spirit guide looking onto yourself. And you are speaking in a loving way overall about the character of Sharon.
Okay.
So step outside of yourself. Close your eyes, because I don't even want you looking at me or Noah. Okay. And you guys at home, close your eyes, get into yourself and allow that higher spirit to talk. I promise you that it knows more than you will ever allow yourself to know. It will speak from the heart. And you need to learn how to get into your higher self, because this is a huge aspect of self-love. If you're not giving yourself assurance and affirmation that who you are is wonderful, you will go into a depression, you will go into anxiety, and you will learn to hate yourself and take on the opinions of other people. We don't have time for that anymore, guys, okay? Especially our listeners of Let's Be Now. You guys are all little bees. We need you to be buzzing. We need you to be talking about the self-love and teaching other people how. We're a whole different breed, guys. We're here to pollinate the world. So get off your butt, start loving yourself, okay? Sharon, third person, your higher spirit. You
Okay.
are, how about you are an angel, a good angel, speaking of yourself.
Okay.
Okay,
Ready.
we got it? Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Sharon
Okay.
is ready for these retreats that we keep talking about, and gathering all these people of interest. Sharon likes to shop, and she likes to be with other people and do fun things, and likes to have that camaraderie with everybody. To be able to be somewhere she can relax, where it's not at home, where she hears all the voices. She needs that meditation, where she wants that meditation, wants to be relaxed and go to a beach and just sit and read a book. It's been years since she's read books. In fact, this is something she doesn't want people to know, but she hasn't read all of the red book yet. Because she wants to go back and read everything thoroughly and do all the meditations and visit all the websites. She feels like there's not enough time in a day to do all this. So then she just doesn't. So that's where she needs to do and just relax and be and not worry about everybody else. But she's just always worried about everybody, always been the center. Well, as an only child, she always worried about the parents and keeping the parents together and that kind of thing. It's, yeah.
On
Now I did it again.
on a 0 to 10, that was about
About
yes.
4.
That was yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the workshop I
Okay,
made.
so now, but let's point this out, okay?
Yep.
Because one, I'm proud because that was one of your moments that you finally stepped out of yourself, okay? So we need to honor that. We don't want to dismiss this. We want to honor this. We're also going to honor the fact that 4 is better than 0.
Yeah.
Okay. So you scored 4 points today. So let's look at that, right? We also identified what you want to do. You opened yourself up enough because you cared enough and you were passionate enough to speak your truth. So you spoke your truth. And I'll be honest, I didn't read all the red book either yet. I haven't read
The blue one, I still
all
need
of
to go
them.
back and read everybody's
Yeah.
tools.
Yep. So we'll make a point. And the red book, for those of you who do not know, uh, we have now Adriana and I were in the Ancestors Within
Whoop, there you
2.
go. Yeah.
And so it is a series of books. There's going to be 4 of them. Now, Noah and I met in the first book, The Ancestors Within, and that's more of a purple blue book, Reveal and Heal Ancient Memories You Carry. And Noah and I were in that one. That's where we met and had this connection. And then and then the second one, Adriana wanted to be in, and Noah took out himself out of that. Adriana and channeled through me her chapter, and then we went through and just kind of edited just a few things because she spoke clearly to me, but not maybe in a human way. Poor mom was like, I get it, but what? So it was just a few words here and there that we had to iron out. Otherwise, Adriana had written in that one. So these are the books that we're talking about, is that we were the authors in them, and we did not read all of them quite yet. But in the same regards, we've been super busy, and I pick them all up. And put them in there. There is an Ancestors Within journal also that is out too. So Adriana, Noah, and I, and Sharon, of course, were in all of those, or in that too. So you can find all those on Amazon, ancestorswithin.com. You can also find them on Sharon's web, on our website, Euphoric Source. Is it Sharon's Web Foundation?
Yep. Or Sharon'sWeb.com.
Okay.
And I'll be updating that soon because I need to put the Let's Be Now and put the website on there and all that.
Okay. So anyways, back to the red book thing, or back to where we were. Okay. So there was a slide blip promotion that was not planned. Anyways, another thing is that you started identifying your wants, your needs, the dislikes. So that's very important. And I love that you did that too. So these are all things, though, when we sit for meditation, we can do this outside talking. A lot of people think it's quiet. I actually find that it's better to talk myself through, because I'm learning more and I'm processing more. On another note, though, and on another show, we're going to call Sharon out on this, because we're going to have her go a little bit deeper. She talked about the things that she wanted to do and things that maybe are prospective future events. But I want to get more down to your character and how you see your character. And that's going to be for the next show, guys. We'll tap into that on the next show. We'll give her a little bit of time. I'm not going to put her on the spot. She might blow up energetically because it's too much for her to take on. I'm just joking, guys. She just doesn't like it when we're on the spot. But yes, so Noah, how do you think she did? We're gonna ask him.
It was a slow thumbs up. Yes.
Yes.
He says, very cool. That first try. Yeah. Very cool first try.
Yes.
Yeah.
Noah, do you want to tell everybody who your mom is?
Oh, that was a fast thumbs up.
Yes. Yes, he was like, she didn't do justice. So for those of you who are joining on our first episode here, Noah is a minimal speaking autistic. He does have some vocabulary, but he prefers speaking through telepathy or working with his mother in facilitated learning or facilitated communication. Go to episode 1 if you want to hear more on that, but that's just going to sum it up if you're just coming on now. So Noah is actually going to be channeling through me. I'm going to listen to what he has to say, speaking for him for what he wants to tell the world about his mom. Now, what he wants to point out to other people is this is the way, by the end of these processes of you learning who you are and loving yourself, this is the message that you should be speaking to yourself. So when Sharon comes into self and her full self-love, these would be the words that would come out of her mouth once she stepped into who she is. Noah, you want to start with who Noah is to show her?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's giving us 2 thumbs up.
Yes.
So Noah's actually saying
Oh.
he feels mom's on the spot. So he
Yes.
wants to give her a little bit of relaxation so that she's not just thinking about the whole spotlight's on her. And so Noah would like to really introduce himself to you guys in a way that he is going to talk about who he is as a whole. And now this concept is very deep. So if you're not driving, close your eyes and listen to this message, because he'll take you on the journey as he's taking me on the journey. And I will also say this, we have been getting a lot of people saying, I hear Noah, I feel Noah, I hear Melissa, I feel Melissa. Yes, that's happening. And yes, Noah is really trying to connect to, especially everybody who is a participant in Let's Be Now, subscribes, even future people that haven't even joined our group yet, and the group members, he's really trying to come through. So trust in that. And you can write him, friend him on Facebook, friend Sharon on Facebook, and you can write them personally. He absolutely loves talking to people and having conversations with people. That's like his jam. That's what he does. Okay, Noah, we ready? I hear so static electricity right now. Too much energy, Noah. Ready? Give me the thumbs up when you are ready. Okay, we got the 2 thumbs up. Go ahead. We're going to go a little bit silent. I'm going to walk in, work my way into his mind and our place that we go into, and away we go, guys. Who is Noah? A laugh and a chuckle at first, because that is a very complex question, as I am an interdimensional, interstellar being who has chosen to adapt their energy into the human atmosphere as well into the spirit world. I am human, but I am also a healer, a seer, an entrepreneur of the universe. I am somebody who understands science. I am a scientist, a telepathic speaker. I am somebody who has made the choice to change the world, to spread my truth, and to help those who are lost find their way to themselves. I am amazing. I am awesome. I am gentle, kind, loving. I am somebody worthy of being in this world. I am somebody who others might see as quirky, strange, weird, scary. But yet, when they get to know me, when they truly see who I am, they love me. But I also understand that humans have not been taught the way of love and connection and empathy in a way that it is comfortable for them. So for those who don't understand me, I wish them well, and I love them anyway. It's not up for the world to understand me. It's up for me to understand me and you to understand you. No one else will do that job. I am Noah Smith, and I am many things. But above all, I am you. Mic drop there, Noah. I like that last bit.
That's so cool. Now you see why I'm like, I'm Noah's mom. I can't top that. Can I? Yeah, I can. I'm his mom. There you go.
There you go. There you go. You're
I
the
did it.
goddess to him. Come on. He's very clear. He wouldn't be where he is if it wasn't for you. So they're fist bumping right now. Noah says, yeah. So Noah, please add something. Can you type on your board and just integrate yourself in with the people? What do you have to say about that?
Oh, he says yes. XOXO. That's his go-to. Oh, so much love. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And he is very clear right now that if you don't have enough for yourself, that he has enough to give you. And so that is something that we do want to gift to you listeners tonight. And we are going to be doing a channeled healing on all of you. So the only thing you have to do, and once again, I don't want you guys doing this while you're driving. Don't ever participate in our healings or accept that energy while you're driving, please. It would be best if you can find a place to rest. Now, it's okay to hear the words if you're driving. We just don't want you to get caught up in the energy. Don't close your eyes, okay? Maybe you want to do this in a spot that is a little bit more private. Something you might feel during this: hot, colds, tingles. I don't know why. I'm just getting an itchy eye. So you guys might be getting itchy. Okay. So vision changes for some of you. A lot of you out there, I guess, are asking for that spiritual sight or clarity. So your eyes might be itchy, dry, watery. They might get a little bit red or feel really tired because they're actually closing our human eyes out to open up our spirit eyes, probably so you can see how beautiful yourself is. So are we ready to give them some energy?
Yes, 2 thumbs up.
Okay. Are we putting mom on the spot again? 2 thumbs up for Noah twice. 2
That's
thumbs
fine.
down for mom, and he comes back with fight on it. Okay. So and then he booed her boo. When she said no, he knowed her no, double thumbs down. So he won't accept that. Okay. So Noah and I are gonna work on giving energy to you. Well, Sharon taps into her higher self, and with her words are going to be speaking loving, motherly, caring words that you can carry through your heart. Okay? Love it. So here we go, guys. Start receiving the energy, and Sharon's going to start talking.
Okay, feel the love that's being sent to you from the warmth of their hearts to yours. You'll feel, I always say you feel a warmness in your heart. I feel tingles, but I start to get that warmness, and I'll get tingles in my ears, kind of a little nudge to listen in. And there's all kinds of feelings you'll get with this energy. When we were at the consignment shop today, and he met the ladies for the first time, the one woman was crying, and I said, Noah has that effect on people, and it wasn't sad tears. She was just so overwhelmed, and she'll be coming to his next show, and they're going to invite Noah in. They said June or July we'll start going to some of the consignment shops. And Noah likes to visit the ladies, but he visits everybody. I'm
getting lost again, isn't she?
I'm getting lost, yeah, because he used to bring in the women, and then all of a sudden he started bringing in the men. It's like, that's weird, but no, it's that love, that pure love. It's really, really cool.
So Mom's going to be doing this one day, guys, but she still needs a few lessons. I don't even
A
want to say
lot of lessons.
lessons. I want to say reminders, because
Yeah,
I
it's
know in her heart, she knows all this stuff, but you can just tell the uncertainty in her voice that she doesn't know how to use her voice yet.
no.
And during this, it's going to be amazing. I mean, I can't wait to be on our 100th episode and turn back to see where you've come from here,
Hmm.
because it's going to be huge.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to restart the energy session.
Mom ruined it.
You didn't ruin it. You just are doing what the people at home are doing. And this is what happens, is that we start in the heart, we start there, but then we have that uncertainty of, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm doing it right or what to do. So in our head, we actually replay the past or what has happened. And this is what happens to so many, and I'm going to say Americans, because we haven't learned the self-discipline of meditation.
Mhm.
That is exactly what happens in other people's heads. Is I'm going to sit, I'm going to relax, I'm going to breathe, I'm going to do this. And then next thing you know, they're playing a thought in their head. But this is what we're trying to stop. We need to divert that and stay on that love frequency, because you were doing okay. And then you had that one doubt, you lost the love, and then you went to the daily living.
Uh-oh.
We don't want to
Gross.
do that. We want to stay, and not to say that you lost the love, because you didn't. You were still talking about a story that was about love, but you lost the love for the people, and we're gifting this
Yeah.
healing to them. We're not going to talk about being in the story. So we're going to restart, but I love this. I love all of this though. Because this is exactly what we need. And this is exactly why we need you here, because these are things I would forget about, because I get into that mind of, I just now know how to do that meditation. But trust you me that I used to do that. And still every now and then I do. And Noah says he does too. He says, yep. But it's the other way for him. It's hard for him to come into humanity when he's always in spirit. So it's different for him. Is,
Yeah.
you know, for us, we got to learn to get into spirit and out of humanity. And he is the opposite in that sense.
Yeah, the only time I've really had a meditation other than any with you were in fitness classes when I'd done yoga. I've never meditated, so I've only heard a couple of the mantras. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to meditate self-love out loud.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
And we're still going to give that healing. Just, and thank you, Sharon, so much for that lesson, because that was amazing and exactly what we needed. And I'm not saying that what you were doing was wrong. I'm just going to show, when we're meditating with love or giving love, the mind frame that and the amount of focus that we need to have to stay in alignment with that, which I know you will be on. And I know other people who are listening and struggling in that same way will be able to, adjust, because we need to see that, that different thought process there. Okay, Noah, ready to go again? Can I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down? You ready to go?
Yes.
2 thumbs up. Okay. So let's get that energy out to the people. Noah's starting to get his energy going. So here we go. Okay. So here we go. Dear self, I check in. Oh, hang on just 1 minute, guys. Sorry. So I gotta knock at the door. So keep them busy, Sharon. Talk to them for just a bit here.
Hey, see how hard it is to meditate. Doesn't it? It does. Yes. I know Noah can tune things out, but for moms, it's hard. And people that I've talked to at the different shows, they're like, how do you sleep at night? How do you stop these thoughts? And every once in a while, I get that full night's sleep, and I think, okay, Noah must have reorganized my thoughts. The thoughts are still there, but they're not keeping me up at night. So it's figuring out how to do that. And I know between Melissa and Noah, they can help do that. And I know it's within ourselves to keep the thoughts at bay and be able to sleep. And she can play it back and hear what I said later.
I actually heard it was very good. I liked
Yeah.
it. And you see how she is learning so quickly to fill the space? She did that with confidence and she did it on her own. Awesome. Awesome blossom. Already saw much improvement since we started this podcast. So cool. Noah's super smiling over there, happy, like, yep, mom's rocking it. Just wait. Like he is like her biggest mascot, just like in her corner, and just can't wait until she blossoms, because he already sees what she is, and he already knows, the flower, but she kind of hasn't spread herself, so she doesn't know that she's the rose yet, or the carnation yet. She just knows she keeps growing, but she doesn't even know what color she is yet, I'm sure. All right, so here we go. Let's restart this on the count of 3. You all relax. We're doing this for sure, for sure, for sure. And let's go. As I tap into myself today, I honor the things I have been through, the things my consciousness and subconsciousness have recognized. Every day that I get through is a day that I have accomplished, is a day that my body allowed me to live. This world accepted me, changed the air and the breath in my lungs, and it kept my heart beating, and my spirit today allowed me to get through whatever I needed to get through. It was there being a warrior of the day. Maybe it didn't acknowledge my beauty as I was going throughout my journeys and my experiences and my work and driving. So I'm going to take the time right now to acknowledge that. And now I open it up to you, the listeners, to start filling in words that are coming into you. And I'm going to fill you with the words that are coming to me and to Noah. And I want you to take whatever you want with this and leave whatever you have behind, or whatever you don't want behind. Today, I love myself for getting up and getting out of bed. Because when I did that, I made the choice that I was going to live the day. I was going to move forward. I was going to push through whatever the day had to bring me. I got up and I nourished myself in the ways that I needed so that I prepared myself for the day. I honor the fact that I took that time to ready myself. I honor the breaths that I took, and I love the fact that I can breathe. I can see, I can hear, I can feel, I can taste, I can remember, I can think, I can grow. I am powerful, strong, courageous, willing, open-minded. I show mercy. I show grace. I show love. I show strength to others. I am somebody I am comfortable with. I love my body. I love how it feels to put lotion on. I love how it feels to brush my hair. I love how it feels to read a book, do my art, sing my songs, dance, swim, run. I love doing things. I don't only love doing things. I love being me. I love being happy. I love being excited. I love learning new things, having new friends, new opportunities, and I embrace and accept any love that the universe is willing to give me. I am enough. I am worthy. I am beautiful. And I am the only me on this earth and the only one that can fulfill the mission in my soul and in my heart. Ask my higher self to step forward and to continuously show me the love every day. I am love. I am love. I am love. Accept that. Breathe it in. Tell yourself every time you look in the mirror, I am love. Noah, what do you have to add to the people? He's going to be working with his mom. And he's just typing with her on the
Letterboard.
the
He said
letterboard.
it's a zoo of energy here. So letterboard. Blah, there you go.
So Sharon, how did that make you feel as that was being spoken?
It felt very soft. It felt very loving. I feel like I could do that. I definitely want to get to that. And in my mind, I'm thinking, me at 18, me at 25, and it's kind of how my friend Hester had taken me through some little meditations, trying to give me something simple to breathe and just short mantras that I could do instead of being overwhelmed and try to do everything in the moment, just to sit and give yourself that break. So I think I can do that. Just the I am love. I think I can sit and do that and breathe. Yeah.
So do that now.
Yeah, do that now. Do that now.
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 Show the people. You just said you can do it, so do it.
Right. I am love. I am love. I am love. Yeah.
You did it.
I did it.
You did it. You did it. You did it. Yay.
We did a dance party.
There's a dance party. Yes. So we've had a dance party every time we have hung up, and we're like, we got to do it next time. But yeah, here we go. Okay, dance party, guys. And then we're letting you go.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, it doesn't matter if you're seeing us or not seeing us. That party, yeah. Okay. So much love to all of you out there. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. You are kind. You are love. And you are everything that we need you to be. And thank you for that.
Bye.
Bye.